Don't confuse people further. Tabson running away from top ramp, but that's going to give the dual Berettas room to shine. Coming through with the dualies, it's Favin, but he's already down to 1 point of health, dinked by the Glock. Tabson moves in to trade these kills and keep it in the advantage of Big, but he is getting run down and he is getting overwhelmed. Well, too much for Tabson over at the short side. Caught crossing, Crimbo spams out Turtle. And now Jota gonna try and fill the void. Do be sure to keep your eye on this guy. He's a bit of a keen gamer.
Yes.
Jota has won. Any more? With a bit of help from Henny, it's gonna go a long way. Leaving this now all onto Searson. He's had a really troublesome start to pretty much every big series. This can't afford to be the same. And ooh, it's a nice start to the 1v2. With Jota knocked out, it's just Henny left to beat.
Bomb loose, and he re-swings from upper. Searson, close shots, can't connect it. Knows that bomb is still default, even gathers a smoke. But guns out, headshot required, and they're just toying with each other right now. Who lands it first? Searson, not in a hurry. Again, changing position, keeping Henny guessing. He's guessed right. Bomb gets secured. Henny waiting for the re-swing, and it's coming. Spot, shot, nothing connecting. This is the ugliest 1v1 you'll see all day, but someone's got to win it eventually.
Dude, like, yeah, someone is going to win this.
Searson's getting whittled, man.
Searson, like, second by second is going lower and lower on health.
We've all been here.
It's the 1v1 of the century, and Henny with the swing.
I think it has to be said, he has been having trouble here. I mean, even just people pulling up his online versus LAN stats and making those comparisons and those questions about Searson in this tournament. We need a game out of him today. If Big were ever going to knock down MIBR, they looked really well.
On this one, but
if they go back to Tetris, there could be a chance. Stay on it. Your sunk costs. Oh my God.
If you build it, they will come.
I don't know if that's holding true here, Harry. I love how Big is just keeping it up. The biggest tower you'll see today. Oh! Oh! You can't blame Favin, man. He's not had a clean shot. And they've had enough.
And Turtle saw it, I think.
Right at the end.
I think he did see it on that little jump.
Those deep smokes down ramp. They reset back B with all 5 players smoked out. If they have good flashes, which we've seen they bloody well do, they can come through this. Blimey, that's an execute.
Oh. Burnt out by the Molotov, and yeah, this one's gone very, very dire, very, very quickly. I mean, that's the round.
Well, so they've been putting in the work, and yeah, executes like that show that MIBR are well drilled on their map pick to begin. Another pickup ramp, this time from Bieta and Azan, and he's going to move up with it, take that short side through the smoke. Crimbo doesn't know, and Tabson's a sitting duck. Doesn't get cleared on the sandbags. That could be something for later, but Jota's coming up. Doesn't have a molly. Seems like he will face this anyway. Blink. Oh, that's a spicy meatball there for Crimbo. Hits the head. Bomb loose on A. That's going to call rotations for Big. They know that short is corrupted, though. Any more, Crimbo? Any more? No. Bomb retrieved. They set up smokes. Crimbo gets dropped, but there's a trade. Searson can save the day. Oh, no armor, and he just gets headshot by Henny. It's going to be MIBR holding on to that round 2020. So Searson was a huge part of that. He's got a big task on his plate this round. 3 in middle. Gets that first shot off, going to leave. Playing it safe, not wanting to concede that advantage.
Kind of a bit of help for MIBR to swallow. They wanted to try and trade it, but worth it in mid. So they back out. They tried looking elsewhere. In doing so, they lose Turtle as well. As they go back into ramp, Tabson's already taken it. I think Big have just got too much map control here. They won 2 opening fights. There shouldn't really be a way back in for MIBR. Even though they get that kill on a Tabson at bottom ramp, it's at quite the cost.
That's awkward.
Has fluffed the nade. That kind of... that's a little rough, because now they know he's here, but, you know, with 40 seconds left and Keto all the way in spawn, it's still a pretty safe bet.
Didn't put the molly out, so yeah, followed up with a nade that misses. There were 2 chances there for Favin to kill every player for MIBR, but it's fine. One makes it out. Big take a very clean round. Searson gets his pick in mid and survives and gets involved. Ooh, that looked dead on, but he got shot by the orb through the yellow right before he took that shot for Searson. He never got the bullet out. I bet he thought he fired there. I bet his finger pressed his mouse, but he was already dead. Smoke down by Big. They're a man down. 30 seconds, however. MIBR still committing here. That's a huge kill. Can tabseN survive, though? Turtle's right around the corner, getting peppered, covering fire from Crimbo. They don't have time to waste a Molotov and wait for this sandbag position. They got to go.
Oh, that's kind of brutal. That means Crimbo really should win the round, right? He's in the power position. If he drops the bomb with so little time left, he's done it. And the more they go, the longer they go without contact, the more they assume it's clear. He drops the bomb. With it, the round is Big's. They don't even need to fight now. That little swing out from Fathom was just to really make sure they can't sprint up, plant the bomb, do anything wild. Those other games from MIBR, knowing how important this is for 0-2 Big. And so I think they're going to try and use the clock to their favor. Now, BR Enazan has opened up this round in a very big way. Fathom and tabseN were not at all prepared for that sort of pace out of MIBR. Searson's dropped the bomb over at short. It moves in alone. BR Enazan still doing everything he can to fight for this A control. 3 in the round, and you'd like to think he'd done enough. Bomb now retrieved, Henny went and grabbed it, and the rest of MIBR are taking B.
Yeah, Enazan being that main AWP, we're really enjoying that, but I want to ask you, Harry, what do you make from Searson? But unfortunately, he'll get nothing done. There's no mid play. It's another flat B rush for MIBR, a couple of Molotovs, a couple of flashes. Oh, Quito back at the site. They're not even looking, but he's missed 3 sitters. 4 now. Pushed back by a Molotov. tabseN's thrown himself into the site, but he'll only get 1 as that smoke helps out exit. Fathom goes through. Fathom goes through. He is right behind with a flash from Big. He goes popping in. Can't get anything done. Jota was very ready after throwing his own util, rather. 3 on 2. Searson still has this orb, and no one's crossed default. If he holds that pixel gap, there's a chance. Going to set up high over the top for that angle.
Oh, I do like this.
Yeah.
Right, because when you're on the other one, there are ways that the T-AWP can try and get involved there. It can get a bit awkward if you miss that shot and just get tapped out.
Just some great calling, though, for Jota to slow this one down. I wonder if Big doubt themselves if they move away. Even if they don't leave and they still recommit to B, in the back of Big's mind, they're getting flanked right now.
Yeah, you know, the one thing that I think will make him not leave is there's a lot of guns here, which makes it more than worthwhile for Quito to hang around anyway, right? They're going to try and run boost over, going to try and use...
Henny, you meant to run with that, bro. Is Henny okay? Has he crashed? Is he good? Who knows? They got to cross in. And he's crashed. 2v2. 5-second plant. Quito hit ahead. Hit ahead.
Oh, Quito's going to dig it out. Henny's kind of like stepping around in a day's start.
Maybe
he's back. He's back. Henny's back. He's online. He's shut down for a moment. Here he is. Factory settings. It's a big reset for Henny. Oh, and it's close, but not enough.
Damn. Unlucky. Craned neck. Fathom throws himself through the ramp smoke, and Jota will trade that kill, but there's still many a smoke down on the ramp, and tabseN shoots right through them. 4 on 3, another one-way. Big have continued to show us tricks in the CT side, but getting a bit tricky as exit and Spawn holding for the aggro. Thank you for the free B.
Kind of the grizzled veteran of the squad nowadays with Cello's departure. Searson holding on. Is going to start to have some MIBR guys coming his way in just a moment. Smoke's down. It's the proper wall. Searson trapped on the other side of them. All the Big have rotated around. They've got 3 players here in the right place, the right time.
Ooh, no one's covering
it. Run down the bomb plant. Henny hung out to dry. An exit picked up over at ramp. Jota's now going to win this in the 1v3. They're sticking it. They're on the bomb. Jota, going to take them off of it. That is a really good try. tabseN at 2 HP. Hopping around a PC. It's kind of what they live for, really. So here we are. MIBR with pistols, a little bit of armor, and an up-tempo B play to bring us right back into the action.
Fast and furious. They're already in. I don't know if they realize the players cross default. Quito flicks back for a double, and these armorless players get chewed up, spat out. Big looking for a flawless round, and they might get it. Quito making money right now. Move it in for that last man of exit, who is a little bit late. 4 kills for Keto, feels good. Keto remains control of B, and Big continue to take map. They pushed all the way down to A. tabseN, there's a low player there, he's going to finish him off. No smoke to cut off bridge, but they might just take what they've got and run. 5 on 4. MIBR constricted to B, want to retake this position before they go into what would be an obvious B execute. This is a lovely angle for syrsoN. Can he hit the shot quick? Yes, he can.
Ooh, all right, syrsoN, not playing around. That's a tiny little pixel angle, and he's been able to take another man out of the round from it. Now holding for more, syrsoN. There was another attempt to remove players from the round. Keto's getting aggro through B, but that's going to feed Jota a kill. Still, with 20 seconds, I think MIBR are just saving.
Big smoke where you throw it a bit deeper than the ones the CTs get to allow you to walk up close on the wall. They're going to throw that exact smoke up here and run with it. tabseN gets flashed out. Some strong utility up ramp for MIBR, but Big have the nades. We know they do. That one dunks. Still only 3 AKs in this round, 2 smokes. They both have to make a wall on this A site. Crimbo would fight above it regardless. And Big, if they could hold these mollies, hold these HEs, they can dunk the plant. Right now, it looks like they want to fight in front of any smokes. Stop a plant. 4 on the site. Oh, close shots, but MIBR are not in a rush.
Yeah, this is already a nice bit of control to have. One of the problems is that tabseN's been so willing to take ramp away. Already just having this sort of foothold is more than MIBR have been able to get away with. Now Big are re-aggressing. They are going to look to fight for this ramp control all over again. They might end up unintentionally feeding the beast here. Jota turns it into a 5v4. And Big, they're going to try and set Crimbo up at the sandbags again. I mean, hell, he won a round doing exactly this. They know that MIBR like to move very, very slowly in moments like this. And so, considering it's down to the final 25 seconds, once more, we're in this spot where if Crimbo gets a kill in the right place, there's no molly to clear him, by the way. If he gets a kill in the right place at the right time, he'll win the damn round for Big. And wouldn't you know it, they've done it again. Not checking sandbags. Who would have thought it could betray you twice?
He will die eventually, but he did his job. Held out just long enough. There was some early peaks from Crimbo, but I love how much he tucks when he realizes, you know, I have 10, 15 seconds to play this out. Middle, syrsoN, he's stepped up. He's come alive in the last few. Just been getting his one and dones and getting out alive. Another one, he might even re-peak. He's feeling it. They have crossed paths. They'll hear him run over Con. The flash, team flash, 4 blinds via Enazan, and now he's got to worry about CT because that molly has faded. syrsoN, they're dropping onto him. Pistol out, teammate there to trade. Keto sees them cross. He's trapped though and double peaked by both players in the site. However, the bomb came over Con.
Yeah, that's kind of rough. Bomb out in no man's land. Even that smoke landing on it isn't going to do you massive favors. You're still kind of worried about connector. faveN. I like, he's waiting to see if anyone tries to swing out for the CT peak. They do manage to get the bomb back. They've taken it from right under faveN's nose, but that's a lovely flick on the AWP. The bomb dropped all over again. Oh, and by the way, tabseN left the CT spawn, left middle, and is now flanked B ramp. So Turtle's odds of winning this round getting worse and worse by the second.
Careful,
maybe he threads the needle.
He could.
Maybe he's found this gap over the connector with enough time left. He knows he's got them, and they've got no idea where he is. tabseN's now cleared out the B site. They've started to realize it might be the A play, and so Crimbo's here. He's able to just run down the bomb planter, and he'll lock the round in.
Ramp control, they come back to a B hit. Keto's on a wide off angle. He's got to get a multi-kill here. One, it's not bad, but MIBR might just steamroll in now.
Smoke's good. It's going to just deny this play up the ramp. It means that MIBR can't go for that kind of up-tempo maneuver here in the 4-on-4. Buys a bit of time for tabseN to start leading over towards B. And this is all good, because you can leave syrsoN to anchor down this A site. Now, it's a little awkward, I'm not going to lie, in this round. Normally, syrsoN would be peeking down short, but he's here alone.
That's just RNG.
Yeah. You know, now I'm not that worried anymore. Now I'm not that worried. I was going to say, syrsoN isn't peeking ramp, so they don't have the info that ramp's clear. He's holding it like passive from back on short. You know, gonna just mean that you don't have like 3 players leaning B, but it still shouldn't be the end of the world. You got a nice little double setup with tabseN and Co alongside one another. That third man's rotating over now. And Henny, even though he's gonna get one, he's so low after that fight that there's no real winning this one. There's no winning this 1v3.
Yeah.
And so once again, it's another one of these saves getting called.
He even got the 91 damage. Dink didn't finish the kill.
There is no one on B for Big. It's 4 in A, 1 in mid. Crimbo wins his mid fight. That's a huge dub for Big. His smoke does go down over towards B, and that might trigger like a bit of an overreaction here. Never mind, no longer worried again. Every time there's something that could lead to MIBR being in a good spot, feels like Big just find the kills to nullify it immediately. That smoke going down at B scrambled players over there. Big were worried that MIBR had found the gap, and now they learned, well, that's not the case at all. This was one guy lurking, and Big are kind of destined for the 10-5 half here.
Does seem that way. 2 players just walking in B, flashed out, good grenade, but with no kills here, no room for MIBR. They've got to fight their way through. Kito's here to close the half, and the nade certainly could do it for him. Crimbo steals the kill. Is going to be that B pop for Big. Double smoke, double molly. We saw some saucy executes in that first half. What a Big got for us.
Well, a big B pistol by the looks of things. And Turtle here alone. Turtles often travel in pairs. And this one...
See ya.
This one's dead right away. And from bad to worse, there it is, that old familiar sinking feeling. The pistol round's already getting out of control. They're about to win a pistol.
Wow,
That's
simple
how
as that,
works,
Harry.
really.
What a stunning analysis.
If you kind of, you know, if you break it down into its very core components, that is essentially what just happened.
MIBR. Throw A util, go B.
Hugo, this is a done round. I'm just gonna throw that out there in case anyone ain't figured that out. This is Big up onto 12. Now, I think we spoke about this last season of Pro League, but when they tested the Tortoise versus the Hare in real life, the Tortoise did actually win, which I know is a little surprising.
Was it the same as the story? Like the Hare got distracted and like what I don't even know this. The Hare
mate, the Hare was just crushing him. Like went and got a
ice cream on the way.
Ice cream on the way.
Yeah.
Some gelato. Yeah, man, it was kind of dire for the old.
I don't know. I think if you put them in a track and you give them an incentive, yes, the Tortoise is always moving because it takes him a long time to get anywhere. So why would he ever stop moving? It's still going to take time. But if the Hare was actually trying, if the Hare cared about the result, if there were carrots at the end of the tunnel, I think the Hare wins on speed alone.
I say we update it for the modern age, and it's the Tortoise versus a Hare got to trade favorably at a bare minimum. That is a good start. That is a nice...
don't fall off!
Oh my god. Turtle's playing with fire, and he gets burned. tabseN somehow wins that at 7 HP. Jota with the spray transfer suddenly makes it more interesting. MIBR just about holding on, and it's Jota offering up the resistance. A huge round from the IGL.
Here, there's a lot of doubt in that. Some nades going in, tickling at the toes of Big. And, ooh, that smoke, it looks like it fell through the map. It did indeed fall through the map.
Oh, that's a little rough. A little bit of a roughie on this one.
Wow, yeah.
There we go. Let's just start thinking about the next one, shall we? It's really Jota and BR Enazan who have been the...
Very well for BR Enazan. The all points see him. It's scoped in. Crimbo has to trade, but it's early warning. Again for MIBR. It's going to cost them the advantage. Jota's so blind, and he can't get back in time. 4 on 2. Bigger poised for a 13th.
Exit in a really, really rough spot here. Saving's not really an option for him. He's kind of stuck fighting in this round. Does have support from Turtle moving in. Big setup at the ramp side just to play around the bomb. They shouldn't really ever lose this one. right? It's so easy to just tuck and play around this defuse, play around the bomb tap. You don't even really need to fight at all here. And so Exit, I do think the best path for him is just going to be the one that takes him out of the bomb site, out of the danger zone, and lets him hold on to the AK. If he does stay alive, he's going to be able to drop guns over in the next. And so suddenly MIBR have got a nice little investment up against 13. He will make that decision to just stay alive in this one. Ooh, but will they let him? Yeah, they've got no choice. He gets out with the AK. That's something for MIBR. Big up onto 13.
A lot of Tetris players, so Searson's holding for it. That Molly's meant to push him out into Searson's scope, but no one is there. Turtle's close. Oh, a re-Molly, but the flash timing is perfect. Turtle peeks Keto. He was just about to get naded, then Molly. So that would have gone very badly. Great timing peak for MIBR, and they've even got one more down on ramp. Oh, 4x3. 4x3. Oh, dear. Bia, Etta, and Azan, they're past you, bud. Will he turn?
This is really rough. His teammate at top ramp could get hung out to dry. He's scoped up right now.
Yeah.
Oh, the flash goes in. They've got no idea, but Henny will hold on. An insanely fast reaction out of Henny on that orb. Turns from the flash back to ramp and is ready for a man up past his teammate.
The problem with, that it goes both ways, right? Even though that top ramp player gets the kill, Big don't know that MIBR have a man bottom short.
Oh dear.
Yerman Yeags.
One and done there up against the Yerman Yeags. Not ideal. Favin's now a lot deeper than they're ready for, but they do lock him out. Jota holds the line. Exit creeping ahead of the generator. Even taking 2 more out of the round. And with this kind of late activation of Exit, who has started to step up a little bit more in these last few rounds, that's going to give MIBR a much needed bolster to the roster, really. Just Crimbo left up in this one, 1v4. If he could get, a kill or 2, that would be great, just to keep this money in a vulnerable spot for the opponent. And even that's going to be a bit of a mission for him. All right. Here it is.
Oh, and he's hungry.
Maybe the play of the century from Crimbo, waiting in the corner with the Tech 9. Now they've crossed back to quad, and they've seen him, but he's seen them. It's a see-off. Who saw who the most? Henny. More expensive.
Money isn't everything, Harry.
No.
Run boost Zeus to con.
Zeus, he's retired, isn't he? Right, Jota holding on to mid. Oh, it's an ace! The team captain of MIBR has his way with them. And mid is off limits. They are starting to grind away back in. Taking control of the money now.
Yes.
Getting some clean rounds past them. Building up this bank account. Dodging the resets. Big. This is becoming a pretty terrifying beast to try and finish off.
Oh, taste of Tabson's own medicine. Bittersweet, and 2 coming down through the smoke. That's one way to start a round, and you don't want to call it off at 126, but 3 on 5 ain't good. Oh, maybe a trade back here, though. He dropped in, they heard it. Crimbo gets that kill. 3 on 4 now, Big. Still away. Climbing the smoke is safer than walking into the dry orb, but Crimbo doesn't know that. Henny's even holding for the headshot angle. Crimbo goes wide, and he misses the flick, and there's no Molotov, and so no matter what they do, Henny's here to find a multi-kill. Jota's going to swing in to save him. Crimbo gets tagged by the AW, and now the pistol out to close this round. Seems like MIBR are on the money, are on the comeback. Smoking off
that's desperate.
the sandbag player.
Please just stop peeking, please.
A decent T-side against FaZe on it yesterday, who are, currently rocking Nuke. So, I don't want to say it, but I think if MIBR win this map, they could 2-0 very, very maybe indeed, Harry. A-pop with the smokes down, Bia, Etta, and Azan ahead of them. He can cause commotion, he can stop a plant, and he will start strong. Favin spams him. 4 on 4 in the retake now. And I say that, the bomb's not even planted. They're going to pull it back out. Someone's got to get it. Tabson, I don't know how he crosses here. They're going to have to flash him into position. And as much as Big did in pre-plants, MIBR can run him down as he makes it to the site.
you would have loved that. You would have really loved that. tabseN makes it in. There isn't nades to punish him. They are going to try and run him down here. They hear him planting. Crimbo with the P250 has removed one of these guys. faveN's on a big flank, or was going to be, but now he's losing teammates in the site. They've called, like, mate, you don't have time to go around. The bomb isn't even planted for mid. You can't commit to this flank anymore. And so he's had to come and regroup over at ramp. Let's see if that second man being here gonna help big out. First man down.
Wow.
And exit finishes the job. MIBR up on a 12.
Molly on shore to stop MIBR from getting aggressive. It's going to give big room. Jota, he needs a kill out of this position. He can't just die like a sitting duck. Quack, quack, and there it is. Keto with the opener. Molly is here for that Sandbags player as well. Forced out, given the chance to escape. Big, allow that. 30 seconds. Smoke's going to get lined up. This is their best chance yet at a T-side round.
Oh, the reflash back in. It could have been nice, but behind Enazan only going to take one to the grave with him. Henny with this orb. He's had a couple of misses here on these sorts of A plays. He's been smoked off in this one. So he's going to have to wait for them to fade before he can get involved. That leaves Exit out on an island all alone. It's a lot of damage, but... Oh, Henny! Dropping the bomb with 10 seconds left. They're coming through. They try to fight him. Crimbo's dead. Keto removed. And Henny, he might have been a little quiet in some of these A takes, but in that round there, when it really matters, he's kept it in good standing for MIBR, who now tie this game up at 13 all.
Great ears on Henny, man. Heard exactly where that plan was. Had one shot to get it, and he stops it in his tracks. And, you know, part of that is coming back to not just Bieta and Enazan escaping from Sandbags, but MIBR having the util to force that alternate plant, right? It's the fear you're going to get naded, the mollies landing on default, all of these factors forcing tabseN to go wide on that plant, and it's such a powerful plant if you can get it down for the ramp, but that's the risk of it.
Oh, this is faster than Turtle was ready for. He has made it back behind default, dodging the flashes, or at least the first one, but then dead immediately. Keto opens. Bigger going for the throw on this B play.
Ouchie.
Moving in, the nades are nice. Going to force a reposition out of Keto and bring him down very, very low. Maybe that offers up a much-needed kill. And a 4-on-4 now found. Bomb attempting across. Bomb attempting to make it in. Crimbo, the man tasked with trying to plant this, but he does knock Jota out of the round. This one's got some legs on it for Big. Pushed up close to the gen now. faveN's here. Crimbo is still fighting. Might have the bomb on his back, but you wouldn't know it. He's taking fights every step of the way. faveN's crept through this smoke, and Biata Enazan not ready for it. Deleted. Henny left up in the clutch. And even though he was the saving grace last round to find this equalizer for MIBR, the 1v4 is asking a little too much of him. They want to try and get the alarm bells ringing at B again. Keto, how's he threaded this little gap out of this spot, man? That's 2 mollies raining in. And he finds the perfect little safe zone.
Dude.
Out of all the ways for this round to start, that really is worst case scenario.
Oh, you feel bad for MIBR. Their solution was really nice. They had a player in mid lobbing mollies over, bouncing off the pillar, and then landing at bottom B, combo with a second B player throwing the same util. They blanketed the bottom of B with utility, but not the stairs. And Keto stares him right down. Now they can just trade out kills. Silence is going to give this position away. Quick kill for tabseN, no problem. A 5-on-2. With all this comeback, it might be in vain for MIBR. They're both in the right place right now. They need to hit some quick shots.
Oh my god, hang on a moment. They've got 2 kills going the right way. Big now realize they're going in to both remaining players, but they've got no real choice but to keep fighting forward. Keto does have this flank, but that's going to leave a 2v2 inside of the site. MIBR, they will get caught by the flanking player. There's really no way they can be ready for it. But it's how much can he accomplish? How much can they accomplish in the 2v2? They drop the bomb. Crimbo dead. Keo's got this one, but he's gonna... Oh, no! With the turnaround! Now he's cooking with fire. And searsoN's left saving.
Daniel. All right. Oh, yeah, that's a fight. That's an engagement. Quick 1-for-1. This hasn't even got that A pick. Finest smoke on the sandbag. And of course, he hits it. Quick peek onto the AWP. Favin fighting in the site, dead to Jota. 3-on-2, he goes wide, so does Tabson. Henny's still here on short. They can molly it and just stick the plant if they want, but Henny fights in front of the fire, has to respect it eventually. Flank coming in, bides time for it to big read. This they have. They've gone right through their own smoke. They realize that second player is nowhere to be seen, and B is free.
Bomb now down.
Bomb has been planted.
Turtle and Henny. Don't want to let this one slip away. All on the back of Big, finding this gap for the B play. Crimbo, he said he's been sneaking up in a first place. He's still alive, he's still in the picture, still very much in the round. Back B over at quad, he's playing the long game here. Will he go unchecked? That's the big question. If they spot him, he's an easy kill. And yeah, Henny is going to check for it. Tabson deals with the threat and goes on to win the 1v2.
A very scary spot. But Big don't want to announce this play with utility. They contact in dry. No molly on this position that they've been often abusing with utility. That's a nice headshot for Turtle. He needs more. Flash is perfect. He's got two. That's Searson's util, selling his teammate down the river. 2-on-3. They've got to fight forward. Big, get control of the site. Searson picks a rotation, but behind Green there's another man. Molly's going to force him. Searson hits another, and now Big can flip the script yet again.
Yeah, Enazan flanking up through the ramp side. Crimbo looking like he wants to go back and check this. This fight's so important. If Crimbo dies here, there is way too much pressure on Searson. He's been spotted, but the opportunity sailed past them. Crimbo gets out alive. Searson now holding only has to worry about CT, and he knows that Henny's here. He knows he's dropped out of con. Crimbo waiting with bated breath is not giving this fight up to the ramp player, and now swings back for it. A lovely play, and Searson there to close. 16-14. Big successfully denied the comeback to MIBR.